So this is my hair at 3 years and 10 months. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a update. Very strange, very different type of update. I'm in another setting completely. If you are interested in seeing what's been going on with my, well, actually it is what it is. I've been rambling the whole video. It's a get ready with me. So if you're interested in talking with me about my hair and about my journey so far, keep on watching. I'm almost 4 years in. This is the 46-month update. This is crazy, but yes, this is where I am, and I'll be soon celebrating 48 months, aka 4 years. If you are interested in this update, which will be mostly rambling, let's get into the video. Today I'm doing something different. I'm going to be doing my update while I do a get ready with me. Different setting. I'm not in my bedroom. I'm in a bathroom today. I have my makeup here in front of me, and I'll just be talking about my hair and how it's doing and showing you a little bit. Hopefully you can see. I've been gone for a while. Life has happened. Things have happened in my life. For now, just know that I'm doing okay. Things are on the mend. Let's move on. So hair. My hair has been doing so good. I can't even imagine, not imagine because it's happening. I don't have to imagine it, but it's beyond my expectations. First, I'm gonna spray my hair, my face. This is a MAC Fix Plus. Let me start with my color corrector. So I've been suffering from hirsutism, I'll put it here, because of PCOS. So I've been doing laser here. It does work, but she said in the beginning that it wouldn't work for the white hair. So for this reason, I will have to do electrolysis on those parts, and I don't want to do that. I'm ready for foundation, so I have to wet my beauty blender, and first I will wash it with this little soap. All done, all clean. That soap is amazing. I got it from Sephora. It was a special edition. It gave you the beauty blender, a brand new beauty blender, a little pouch with the soap in it. Everything together was like less expensive than buying a brand new beauty blender. And I thought it was going to be a smaller size beauty blender, but it's a regular size beauty blender. This is my third one. This is my first one. I still have the first one. The first one is ripped and discolored, and so even when I clean it, it stays darker here especially, but I still keep it because I can clean it and use it. So here's my foundation. I'm going to be using Revlon Color Stay. It's not my favorite. Revlon used to be my favorite because way back when they had less colors, I guess, they used to have a color caramel that matched me pretty good. They changed the colors and Revlon doesn't match me anymore. Okay, so what's been happening otherwise for my hair? Since the last video, everything has been going well. So my last update was in September. I probably filmed it mid-September because that's how my life has been going this year. And my hair was thriving, everything was good, and I can say everything is still very good with my hair. I have no complaints. I have nothing to report. Like, I haven't had events that have affected my hair so far. My consultant, I'm approaching my 4th year, and I was able to see her all year, no problem. I haven't been sick, she hasn't been sick. We have been able to book appointments even when, I was like, oh, what's going on? And she was able to always, fit me in. So no complaints, no difficulties. So hair-wise, appointment-wise, everything was fine. Hair growth-wise, oh my God. I feel like my hair grew a lot this year. Ooh, sorry about the mic. Yeah, I definitely feel like my hair grew a lot. I don't know if it's like just an impression or if it's true, but I'm really happy. Okay, next thing, concealer. So I like to use this one. It's a MAC concealer. So it's MAC and it's in the color NC43. I think I should have gotten a little lighter. You know how sometimes you want to do the light under eye, but I'm older now, so I try not to go overboard on the light under eye concealer. Oh, it's showing pretty bright. Okay. It's not as bright in real life, but I have to set my under eye with something. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. It's a regular powder and it's in the color 240 Golden Beige. I'm gonna be using this dirty but dry sponge for that. I lightly take some product and apply it. It kind of sticks because I haven't added powder yet. Oh, look at this. My battery's blinking. So usually it means I have to change my battery, but not right away. So we're just gonna go with it and see how long I can film. All right, next thing is powder. I'm just gonna lightly powder and I'm gonna go near where my under eye is, even though I added the light color, because if I don't, it really looks like, oh gosh. I really go light. I don't do a lot of powder because it gives you that makeup cake look. I don't like that. I don't have any more of my Morphe spray, so that's unfortunate. So next thing I'm gonna be doing is, I think, contour. I'm gonna do contour and I use this palette to contour. So this is BH Cosmetics. It's so old. I don't have brushes for this. Great. Okay, so let me use I'm gonna use the butt of this beauty blender. And now I have to blend because otherwise it just looks crazy. So I go back with my Kabuki and my MAC powder and I buff it and blend it. Oh, battery died so fast. Sorry guys. I don't remember what I was saying. This is where we're at. I have to buff this out. So let's do that. So usually if you don't buff it, you look like you added contour. So maybe I added too much and it's gonna be hard to buff. It doesn't matter because I'm not a professional. You see how hard it is to buff? You still want it to do what it do, but you don't want to have a harsh line. I'm gonna take the tip of this to try to do the nose. Okay, that's good enough for me. Moving on to cheeks. I usually like matte cheeks, so I'm going to be using in that same palette that I just used to contour. I'm gonna be using this one here. So I'm just gonna add a little pink to my cheek. I just added a little bit. Sometimes I add too much and I'm like, gosh, girl. And usually for the eyes, I just use my contour color again. So I haven't been talking about my hair. Okay, so year 4. Well, year 3? Yeah, year 3. This is the last stretch. I will be celebrating my 4-year anniversary March 1st. Hopefully I can post something right around that date to celebrate. I said, oh, it would be nice if I did some Q&A. Let me publicly answer some of the questions I received on my last Instagram post, as well as the most recent YouTube questions. So mostly it's compliments, people saying, wow, your hair looks great, it grew so fast, things like that. And saying how they want an update. So that's great. Questions. If I do a question, let's do questions and comments because sometimes I also want to answer comments. I'm reading this one not because I want to start anything, but it's because it's the first one that showed up. It says here, it's a comment left on the cons of Sisterlocks or something like that. I forget. It's like my most popular video and it's so negative. The unfortunate cons of Sisterlocks, reasons why you shouldn't Sisterlock or you shouldn't do Sisterlocks. I always get a lot of comments on this video because it's the most popular video I have. And I didn't make it because I think that Sisterlocks are bad. Obviously. I love my Sisterlocks. I think it's amazing. People who decide to do it, I just applaud them, but there are reasons why it's not for everyone. So the person says, let people experience their own journey with Sisterlocks. There are so many locks out there. So many things is trademarked and are expensive, Gucci, Prada, and many other things. If people want to buy them, they buy them. If you want someone to know how you feel, let them call you for your personal opinion. I agree with everything she said in that comment, except for if you want people to like call you, that's not possible. The way that the world works now, social media, people can contact you through your social media after you post a video or after you you have made a post so people know what you're about. When I first started my journey, I explained how I came to the decision, because as a person who has a hard time making big decisions, it wasn't something that was easy. So I wanted to share how difficult it was for me to decide, and I wanted to share the things that I realized that are not necessarily going to please a lot of people. So the cons of Sisterlocks are not to discourage people to get Sisterlocks. They are to let people know what the real deal is. Because sometimes when you make a decision, you don't realize there are drawbacks. And if there are drawbacks, are they going to be things that you're going to be like, I can't live with this. I can't go through it. I can't do it. I took a long time to decide. I think that I did my Sisterlocks test locks in October. I was supposed to install them in November, and I chickened out and then ended up installing them in March. And then before that, I had to decide. So before choosing microlocks / Sisterlocks, I was thinking about traditional locks, the smaller size traditional locks. I thought about all that, and in the end, I decided on Sisterlocks, and it took me a while. It took me trying microlocks first, which wasn't a bad thing. It wasn't like, oh my God, I wasted so much money. It was regular, somebody did your hair, you pay for it, regular thing, you know. In my personal opinion, the cons of Sisterlocks videos were the best videos that I could have watched before deciding. That's why I made this video. Unfortunately, people are taking it. Some people, not most people, like it. Most people say thank you for sharing that. Thank you for giving the real thing, giving real reasons, real situations, because, you know, when you want to make a big decision like this, it's not about just the fact that it's a permanent style. It's also about the fact that it's expensive. So if you spend close to $1,000 to install your hair and then decide, oh my God, this is not for me, you have to remove it. It takes time and you wasted your money. You know, anything in life that you do is not wasted, even if you change your mind. But, you know, if you could have prevented it, I think it's good. So that was a question that I got. Otherwise, a comment. And then similar to that, another person said, thank you for sharing your information and opinion under that same video. Sisterlocks is a journey and a personal journey. Different people have different hair types, and the hair behave differently under different circumstances. And she says she took a Sisterlocks journey, and after 3 years, she decided to end the journey for personal preferences, which is totally fine. And I installed and maintained my hair myself. I also uninstalled my locks, but I would never tell anyone not to take this Sisterlocks journey. I am not saying that. I'm just saying, if you're thinking about getting Sisterlocks, go on YouTube and get the experience and the advice from other people who have had Sisterlocks, who have Sisterlocks, and they will tell you. I've made this video with specifically putting my cons and my negative parts of the journey in that video, because most of my videos I'm gushing over my locks. I love the locks. I think they're great. I think it's the best thing I did for my hair, hands down. I can tell you guys, I don't regret my journey. Okay, so next person asked, do you interlock or retwist your locks? So I interlock, and I don't do it myself actually. My hair is interlocked, but by my consultant. I don't do it myself, but it is interlock. Sisterlocks are an interlock lock style. So you interlock from the beginning. You always have, it's been interlocked since the beginning. It's installed with interlocks, and then it's maintained interlocked. So you interlock. So another question, or another question/comment was, my sister rinsed her hair for grays right after getting them. I'm not sure why you're advising that there is a weight on that. Just wondering, unless there's a chemical difference between rinses and dyes. I don't know about the chemical differences. All I know is that this is what my Sisterlocks consultant advised me to do. Let me continue to finish my makeup. I'm going to be doing mascara now. Sometimes I do eyeliner, but it's difficult, so I'm not doing it today. Can I talk while I'm doing it? Yeah, so hair dyes and hair rinses. My consultant advised me not to do anything at all. I thought that that was something that was pretty much the norm in the Sisterlocks world, that when your hair is freshly done, very freshly installed, you do not wash it extra because it can unravel. So my locks in the beginning, slippage was a concern, and when the locks were not formed and locked, you know, maybe this isn't the best way to answer the question. Let me just do that and then answer the question. So yeah, what I was saying is I thought that was a consensus between Sisterlocks consultant that you do not do anything to your hair in the first few days of it. I would say at least the first 6 months, but I don't know. I was definitely following my Sisterlocks consultant advice. Here's the look. I usually don't do anything for my brows. I love those brown lip pencils. I was definitely following my consultant's advice on that, and she told me to stay away from hair dyes in the beginning, and I haven't had the green light to even bleach my hair right now, but I think I can cover the grays. I'm not doing it because I think my hair looks good the way it is, and I'm not sure that it's a good idea because I want to let the grays come in to start dyeing my hair now. I started my locks dyeing my hair before locking. I did a semi-permanent, I don't remember what I did, but my hair still has that little gradient color type, very subtle. You can see it sometimes in the light. I like it the way it is. It's like natural, and then the last few inches are dyed, and I think it looks nice like that. And here you can tell that grays are coming in. It's really subtle and light. And then when grays really come in, it's going to be gradual. I think that's the look I'm going for. So I'm resisting. I'm resisting the coloring of my hair. I don't know if it's a good idea, but for now, I'm happy. I don't know about the chemical situations of it, but I know that I was following my Sisterlocks advice. Next comment I got was, wow, your hair has grown out so much. It's looking amazing. I'm having a lot of doubts with my micro locks. I just needed someone to motivate me again, seeing your hair now is doing it. I'm so happy to read those types of comments. I did the same thing when I first started watching everybody else and how their journey was doing. I used to watch locjourney. I still watch her actually. I used to watch Lavinia. She removed her locks, and I saw she just had a baby recently, and but still, you know, I really love those comments, and I really want to say to the new Sisterlocks or Microlocks girls, hang in there. If you think in the beginning it doesn't really look the way you want. I'm the type of person, I'm oblivious to certain things. I don't realize that, you know, it looks funny when I have something in my mind. So when I first started my Microlocks journey, for example, I installed Microlocks. For people who don't know, watch my earlier videos, but just to let you know a little bit, I installed Microlocks first, and then I did Sisterlocks. So from November to December, I had Microlocks in 2018. I removed them in January of 2019, and at the end of February, so 29 February and March 1st, I installed, or 28, I forget. Yeah, it was 28 because it's an odd number, 2019, so it couldn't have been a leap year. I forgot the word all of a sudden. Yeah, I installed February 28 and March 1st, so that was your journey in itself. But yeah, when I first installed my Microlocks, I was just unsure the first day. Show you pictures, also go in on my Instagram if you want to see more pictures, but the first day was like but I loved it. I was like, oh, okay, it's not looking but it's cute. Yeah, so I had a parent-teacher conference that day, the first day I installed, so I just tied out. My memory card was full, so I did my brows off camera. I really don't do them usually. I don't care about my brows, but for YouTube videos it's not a bad idea because they don't really show. But the brown that I use for my brows is not great, so it makes it look a little red. I don't know, but I'm not very talented at the brow thing either. Next, I forgot what I was saying, so sorry. I'll be editing the video in a way that probably will make sense. So this is my hair at 3 years and 10 months. 3 years and 10 months. So this is it. So 36, 46. Right? 36 is 3 years. This is 46 months of hair growth. Let me turn. I didn't wear my white shirt this morning. Sorry. I will be doing the length check shirt shots for my 4-year anniversary, so stay tuned for that. This is what it's looking like right now. Straight head. Side. So amazing. Other side. This is my full side because I always wear my hair like this. Other side. Front grid. Grid is doing good. It's pretty much, maybe not as straight as when I first started, but pretty much almost like as straight. My consultant took some time last summer to fix any spots that were going awry. I think I already mentioned this. And she told me about some locks that are bigger than they should be. When I was mentioning in my lock, the video where I show my locks, let me go back to it. What's going on? My phone is not recognizing me. Because I'm wearing makeup? What is the deal? Lock tour. So in my lock tour video, I talked about microscopic locks in the back that are really, like, to me look alarming. And then she reassured me. Since the beginning I've been worried about them, and she has reassured me. They're still doing great. They're still holding on. None of them has fallen off, broken off, done anything like that. They're all still, I haven't lost a lock except for the one lock. I keep forgetting which side it is. I haven't lost a lock except for that one lock that fell out halfway, I think in my 2nd year. So now this is where it's at. And his best friend here on the other side is this long. But this one is this long. That's the only lock. Oh no, I lost one in the front too. She wanted to reestablish it, but that was when she was sick for a few months, and she removed it to reestablish it, I guess the next time that we saw each other, and we never did. So I had a little patch of hair that was like hanging out like alone. And one of the locticians I went to see while she was sick just combined it. So now I think it's the lock, maybe it's this one. This lock that is bigger than the other locks. For a sister lock, it's pretty big. I have in the back too, she told me, a lock that's bigger than it should be. And she told me if I want to, she can fix that. And I was like, I don't think so. I don't think I want to do anything to my original grid, the original way that my hair is. I'm pretty happy with it. So this is what my hair is looking like. And I thank you guys so much for sticking around, for the people who have been asking for an update video. My hair is doing great, as you can see. It's growing. Last week, the picture I posted last week on Instagram showing my hair with my length check shirt was right after I washed it, and we had the wet hair length to show, so that's what I was showing. My hair was wet, and so it shows like it's past, definitely past armpit length. armpit is here. So in the picture, it's definitely past armpit length, but this is my hair completely dry, and it's just like past shoulder length. I mean, it's not even showing armpit length. Armpit length is here, and it's almost just reaching. It's like showing almost reaching armpit length, but in that length check shirt picture, it's like way down, and like one of the locks you can see is like almost like, what is that length? Hip length? No, it's not hip length, but mid back length is right after bra strap, and after that it's what? Waist length. One of my locks is showing waist length on the picture. So stay tuned, guys. God willing, I will be trying to come on YouTube a little bit more often. I say that every time, but I enrolled back to school. I have 3 kids. I have a family, a husband, a house, full-time job. I'm at school part-time, so that's not too bad, but still, I have papers to write. I have research to do. And so for that part, I thank God that I was able to start that journey successfully. My first class, I'm really happy with my grade, and now I'm completing my second and third class. I took 2. I don't recommend it. I took 2, and I'm not like in the summer break, I can take 2 classes. My kids don't need me, but when school is back, I need to be focused on my kids. So I can take a class, but 2 is a lot. So right now, especially with the difficulties I've had in December, I think that I'm gonna have to ask for a, how do you say, to defer the end date of my class. I don't know if it's possible, but anyways, we'll see. I think it is possible, but I don't know if it's a good idea for me to do that. I think it might be better to just plow through it and just finish, but I won't have the grade that I deserve because of how I lost December. But it's for a good reason. If I had to change my date, it would be for a good reason, but I don't know if I'll do that. This is the video. I don't know if it's good enough to be posted, but I'm not gonna be able to film in my bedroom for a while. So I'm doing this in the bathroom, and this is our guest bathroom. Setting's okay. This is my hair. Yay for Sisterlocks, guys.